Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 3-0 Take, where we talk all things Major League Baseball. Here's Kyle Corwin and Nate Reyes. It all starts right now.
Oh, welcome back to the 3-0 Take, presented by Chinook Seedery. This is episode 584. I'll be your host, Kyle Corwin. I'm here with my co-host, Nate Reyes. What are you doing?
Casey, how are we?
Okay, I'm good. I was about to flip it to Josh.
You always hit with the Nate.
I was waiting for Nate.
You didn't hit it. So honestly,
did I not?
Yeah. You didn't.
Oh,
so
that's on me. Oh,
you're staring at me
my
like
gosh.
Just 45 seconds in, like
that's
waiting
on me
for you to drop that thing.
I'll be your host, Kyle Corwin. I'm here with my co-host, Nate Reyes. Nate.
Casey, how are we? Sip some tea, man. Let's get some reset. We got some. What do we got in there?
That's on me. We're fighting.
You got some chamomile.
Little immune boost. Trying to make it to the holidays, man. Well, aren't we all? Aren't we all? You wanted to talk You wanted to talk Thanksgiving here, real quick. You something about egg noodles and turkey.
I mean, look. Let's just address the giant gorilla in the room here, Josh. What are we talking about?
Josh in the corner.
He addressed this before we got on, saying that he just became aware that not all households make noodles for Thanksgiving.
Thought it was a Thanksgiving staple.
It's honestly kind of wild to assume that everybody has noodles for Thanksgiving to begin with, much less homemade noodles.
So everybody where I grew up with did.
Right. Hence the wild to think that everyone else has noodles.
Yeah, majority of your
so
your
also recently found
experiences with your circles. So I'm not surprised by this.
I did clear up. It was like 10 years ago when I found that out, but
that's
still
nuts, man.
That's still a large portion of my life that I just assumed that everybody ate the same thing on Thanksgiving. Not true.
What's not served? So, because if egg noodles are getting made, let's face it, something's going by the wayside here. So what?
Well, I don't know what you have. So take us through your menu.
I mean, if we're gonna go through like a standard, run of the mill, everyday American Thanksgiving meal, you got your turkey, you got your mashed potatoes, you got your stuffing. By the way, it's stuffing. My in-laws call it dressing.
Crazy.
That doesn't make any sense.
That goes on salad.
Yeah. Salad. Yeah. Dressing is for salad. What else we got? We got mashed potatoes already. Sometimes there's the gravy, which is a must for me. Sometimes there's the cranberry sauce. Some people do cranberry.
Hold on. Back up. Sometimes.
Yeah, always.
You're going to run through all of these carbs and not have gravy?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Some people aren't gravy people.
But it's there. It's on the menu, though.
I mean, is cranberry getting made?
Yeah. Yeah, cranberry sauce.
I like cranberry.
Here's a question.
From the can? Or is it like
I don't eat it. So.
Someone's out and back.
I told you, listen, if gravy doesn't go well with it, it doesn't go on my Thanksgiving plate. There's gravy on everything.
That's a take. I like that. I like that take.
I'm out on that.
I actually think I hear that.
Anything that doesn't go.
I'm out on that.
And once you're finished, the rolls, scoop up the rest of the gravy to clean off the plate.
Bingo.
I've got two things. Number one, Mama Reyes, if I'm with her, mac and cheese is going on that plate, which means no gravy on mac and cheese.
That's fair.
But I respect.
Yes.
Technically, we're making noodles, JB. Look at that.
Look at that.
Technically,
well, the noodles
never
already
had-
made. You're not making the mac and cheese and noodles. You're consuming. You're taking part in the noodle experience.
Well, I don't think he's making egg noodles by hand.
So we've never had.
That's what he said. He said you're making them from scratch.
Egg noodles.
My dad makes them.
Yeah,
rolls them out from scratch. But not everybody does that. They're still having the noodles, but they're not making them, right?
Well, somebody does, obviously.
Well, somebody does.
That's nuts.
You buy the Amish bag, you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
No, but so we've never had the mac and cheese, but I fully support mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese belongs with every holiday, I think.
Yeah,
that's just,
I support that.
I think it
You
belongs
put the crumbs on the top
plate,
or
every
something to
meal.
make it a little extra.
100%. What's
Yeah.
that? What do you do? What?
I was like, did you put the crumbs on the top or whatever to make it a little extra?
No, she likes to bake it. Mama Reyes likes to bake it. I'm not a baked mac and cheese guy. I like it creamy, fresh out the pot. I don't need the bake. It gets all starchy and clumpy. It's not for me. Where were we at? The other thing was I had a Friendsgiving last week, and kind of a little potluck situation where we're each responsible for bringing something. I made incredible green bean casserole, like incredible. Like started with like bacon. There's bacon chunks in there. It was unbelievable. Moving on. The other thing was we were in charge of rolls. So I'm running through the grocery store, Pages at work. I'm like, all right, I'll find something. Where do you find rolls? Not near the bakery. I'm like, all right, maybe they're frozen. Maybe they're like frozen rolls.
They're obviously in the bread aisle. What?
They
what?
weren't. So I'm going through the frozen section, and you bet your bottom dollar I grabbed them. Texas Roadhouse rolls.
Okay.
And it was the life of the party. Everyone was excited about it. Everyone talks about it. That was their favorite thing. My guy spent 12 hours working on a turkey. I showed up with Texas Roadhouse rolls and stole the trophy.
That's not right.
Yeah, that seems illegal.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
So I'll say last thing I'll say though, there is no how did you word it? The Great American Thanksgiving meal. That's what I found out in this process. It depends on what region you're in to what's on that menu.
There's no
not
standard
turkey and mashed potatoes and stuffing. That's your staple. Everything else can be anything else. Sweet potatoes probably, right? They're probably in there too. I don't know.
I think that's the biggest lie.
Are they different from yams? Do we know?
I think it's the same thing. I don't eat them, so I don't really know.
No gravy on yams.
No,
you can't.
No, I'm not. You can't.
Can't do it.
That's the biggest myth, biggest lie I think we're living under in America is that there's like this standard Thanksgiving. I talked to 10 people. I'm getting 10 different plates.
Yeah.
It doesn't add up. Doesn't compute. Like you all are apparently macaroni and cheese people for Thanksgiving. I'm not. Do I wish it was there? Yes, but I don't necessarily. It's not always there. It is there many times, but is it there all the time? No.
I've never had it on the menu. I just support it. I think that would be a great idea.
It's got to be like the Velveeta kind too. It's got to be like super unhealthy, like you know what I mean, fake cheese type stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, happy Thanksgiving, folks.
Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah. Hence why we're getting an episode to you a day early. Give you folks something to enjoy, to consume in your travels, or maybe you're already where you're getting to, and maybe you're just trying to get away from the in-laws and need some downtime out on the back porch, and you want to throw the pot on. Either way, welcome. If you're new here, welcome. We're gonna talk some baseball. I think that's what we'll do here tonight.
Sure.
But before we talk current events, as a reminder, we're trying to incorporate some new things, just some things to get the ball rolling, some more engaging content when things get dry, as they do in the off season.
As some people's turkeys on Thursday.
True. So we're gonna read off some Facebook comments, because what more entertaining thing could you do than read Facebook comments? To the 4,000 people that chimed in on my post yesterday of what's a baseball hill you'll die on. And the reason I went with the what's a baseball hill you'll die on.
It's a nice flex, by the way.
Well, it's less of a flex and more of a shout out to the people that are sharing their strong stances, because there were some. I tell you what. But the reason I posted that prompt was it was in response to Nate and I. We did a little content over the weekend, And I think I've already actually put the video out, but we did some blind rankings of some stadiums, and we got to, Nate was throwing some parks at me, and I was having to rank them blindly, of course, as blind rankings go. And he gets to Yankee Stadium, and he's like, "Well, let's watch the bias at work here." And I had to pause. I said, "Let's call a spade here. Yankee Stadium, as it were, the current day Yankee Stadium, is just a ballpark. There's nothing special about Yankee Stadium." And I said, "That's a hill I'll die on." And I stand by that. This isn't Yankee Stadium of old. They should have renamed the new Yankee Stadium to something else. Because you know what? It's not Yankee Stadium. So
what else are you going to call it?
Not Yankee Stadium. Anyway, what I said, or my thought in putting that prompt on Facebook, because I wanted to get maybe some thoughts from the listeners, the followers on social about what's a hill they'll die on. So I got a few. There's a bajillion of them. Some of them rather literal. There was a handful of folks that said they would die on Tal's Hill. If you know, you know. If you don't, look it up.
Respect.
But there were some that I wanted to get your thoughts on because controversy. Why not? All right. Steven says the universal DH was the right choice. There, I said it. Now that we've had the universal DH for the time that we've had it, do we all agree? Can we not look at how the game has evolved with the universal DH, and can we just agree that nobody wanted to watch a pitcher swing a wet newspaper? Can we all agree?
Yeah, I'll 96% agree on that.
So you say, of course, as I'm explaining it.
96 is a good grade.
I mean, I guess, but is it a perfect score? Is it as confident as of course? No. What's the missing 4%? What do you attribute that to?
The missing element of double switches and bunting, because bunting has basically just disappeared in general. Like, at least we got some bunting back then. I think I did enjoy a little bit of seeing one team be very comfortable the whole year doing one thing, and then when they get to the World Series, they have to do something slightly different. I think there's just a little wrinkle. I'm the older I get, the more chaos I enjoy. So maybe that's an aspect of it that I'm missing. That's my 4%. That doesn't make up a ton. I'll stand on that hill, but right when I'm about to die, I'll probably mosey on down and find a different spot.
Wesley says the plural of RBI is RBI. Let's revisit the conversation of RBI. What's the correct, I mean, there's only one. What's the correct pronunciation of runs batted in as an acronym?
RBIs. RBIs.
Because regardless how you say it, RBIs, you're technically wrong both ways. That's a hill I'll die on.
Why?
Look, are you tracking? There's a way to say it and there's a way not to say it, but they're both wrong. Technically. If you want to get real technical, if you want to get in the weeds, which I know you love to get in the weeds, Nate, technically. And shout out to the people that agree, that chime in with this reply.
Colon? I don't know.
R.
R's
Tiny
BI?
S, yes. It's R, capital R,
It's fair.
lowercase s, a BI.
Fair enough.
Because if you say RBIs, like I do,
I've got
that's
good
wrong.
Hill. I've got a good hill to die on when we're done with this, by the way. I don't think anyone's going to take it. Hope not. There's 4,000 comments. Maybe somebody did, but I didn't read it.
Maybe somebody's. What else we got here? There's another one I liked. Michael said, striking out the side means striking out all three and only three batters in an inning. You cannot, quote, strike out the side while also walking two and giving up 2 hits and 3 runs.
100% support that.
Yeah, me too.
It has to be the entire side.
Yeah, I'll be on that hill. I'll die on it.
You can't walk somebody and strike out 3 and strike out the side.
Bury me there.
Well, then we have to have a serious conversation because there are actual professional broadcasters that cover our great game that will take it to break saying, and so has struck out the side. Meanwhile, we saw 7 batters. How does that work? This used to be a great country.
I agree. Broadcasting degrees need to be a little more minute. Little selective, more selective.
Jay says unique field design is an underappreciated part of baseball's appeal.
Yeah, I just think that's a layup. I don't think that's. I don't think you're screaming at too many people. I mean, I guess like I get that there's like a lot of football and basketball people that are like, how is it that you have, different dimensions everywhere you go? That's the beauty of it. That's why our sport's better than yours. Cookie cutter, get out of my face.
You said it.
Yeah,
you said it. What's your hill that you're dying on?
Is that it?
Yeah, I want to hear yours.
My hill is our beautiful game is the only one where we can throw grammar and the English language out the window when someone like a broadcaster is speaking to a batter in a former at bat who flied out to center field. If I told someone I flied to Virginia for Thanksgiving, they would look at me very strangely. But somehow we're allowed to let this slide in our game, and I'm kind of cool with it, to be honest with you. It's very weird.
It's a great thing.
It's not flew, it's flied. I flied out.
I mean, I've heard both, but I'm with you. I hear it.
How is it that we let that happen? I don't know, but I want to make sure it keeps making its way through.
You always hear like baseball is a smart person sport. The reality of it is like you got to be smart to get it, but like we're at the end of the day, a lot of us are just kind of dumb, and we just enjoy watching guys hit balls with sticks. We're simple creatures. Us baseball fans, simple creatures, really, truly.
There's a microphone in front of me, of all people, so that should tell you all you need to know.
By the way, I saw who TF is Nate Reyes the other day in one of the comments.
Love those, yeah, love them. I don't know, man, but my slogan's on a hat, so suck it.
All right, man, you don't need to. Relax. You don't need to flex on them that hard. All right. Let's take it easy. Speaking of taking it easy, the Mets did not take it easy into the Thanksgiving holiday break. They said, let's make a splash. They went out and traded Brandon Nimmo, and the Rangers swapped Marcus Semien. Let's talk about it. Kind of a... Is it fair to call this a head scratcher?
Yeah.
Shocking, at the very least shocking. But do we take it a step further and call it a little bit of a head scratcher?
Yes.
I mean, if you chop it up, depending upon which angle you try to go into it with, I guess it makes sense. Like the Mets are trying to offload that money because I think you and I were both shocked when we refreshed ourselves on what that contract was.
I was shocked at the age of Brandon Nimmo.
I'm shocked at the age of a lot of guys in baseball these days, man. It's real sad. Like Semien's
guy's been doing it for a decade.
Semien's what, like
35?
He's been in the league. I think I saw today 14 years.
13.
How? When?
13. Insane. Like I
came up in 2013 at 22 years old.
Who are we? What is time? But I gotta say, I mean, keeping it big picture here off the top, I like Brandon Nimmo in a Rangers uniform. I'm not a huge fan. That you want to talk about a hill to die on. The one thing I cannot stand is jersey swaps before a guy has even touched the diamonds.
This has always been a
with the uniform.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. Like let me see a guy in the threads come opening day. Okay? I don't want to see some shoddy Photoshop work of the same headshot he took a year ago with a new hat and jersey. I mean, it works, but
it gets people going.
It just give me something to look forward to. Anyway, I saw one with Nimmo in the Texas threads, and I gotta say, he looks like he was meant to be a Texas Ranger. He really does.
Waive the no trade clause for it.
Yeah, can we talk about that? Why do we think that was? Because I saw I think he was quoted saying something along the lines of he feels like he could win a World Series with the Rangers, and I can't disagree. I feel like even though Texas isn't spending as much money as the Mets, we all know this. We know what the situation is like in Queens, and it's not a pretty one. And although they've had their moments, they've had their runs, it's just I feel like for Brandon Nimmo, it's got to be a breath of fresh air to get out of there and go try your luck in another market with another team.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, we're talking about two opposite ends of the spectrum as well. If you're talking Dallas, Fort Worth, and Queens,
yeah.
Maybe he wants some land. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know, man. And I think it's just there's probably this level of toxicity that's there. Taxes, New York versus Texas. That's got to be a factor. Hello, she's got some money back there. I don't know, man. I kind of seems to me like the Mets are just like trying to really shake things up. I kept hearing about like how poorly they ranked defensively last year, and pretty much everywhere on the field minus Lindor was like, I think, and maybe Alvarez behind the dish was like, below average.
Nimmo's sprint speed has been on the decline.
Nimmo's sprint speed has been on the decline. His defense has been on decline. He's had like pretty significant weird injuries, and it's not like, I've pulled my hammy. It's been like weird neck and back stuff that's like, I know what that's like. I get out of bed every day and I have weird neck and back stuff, and I know that's a struggle. I think it's kind of just like this weird wash of a trade. It's rare that we see one-for-one major league talent trades. Like, not talent, but major league players, like established vets.
I wish there was more of those, to be honest with you. Like I like a good fashion fantasy style trade, 1-for-1.
Yeah.
None of this like 16 prospects for a major league ready guy. Like just give me a classic 1-for-1, 2-for-2 kind of deal. To me, that's good old school ball.
Yeah. Yeah, shake up. I mean, they just let Jonah Heim walk and Adolis Garcia, and it's like there's obviously a shakeup for Texas. There's obviously I think this is like the first of more moves to come for both teams. Like I think the Mets are going to do something, and it kind of brings them. I don't know. Does this like open up the Kyle Tucker conversation more? Like it's interesting. Casey,
hear me out. Speaking of things I'm a big fan of, David. I really wish front offices would take this stance more. David Stearns was quoted as saying, well, I actually don't have the exact quote. I saw it today. It was something to the effect of, it would be foolish to run back the same group to try to run it back next year. And I'm like, I wish more teams would understand that I
wish more teams would just say that.
Yes, instead of taking the same like we believe in our guys and like, yes, I'm all for giving your clubhouse a vote of confidence, but like when it continues to prove over time and time again that it's just not working with you can have all the talent in the world, but if it doesn't mesh well, if it doesn't blend well, if the guys just don't operate as a functioning unit, then you have to shake things up. And like you said, like I was saying, I just wish more teams would come out and say that and do what they need to do to shake things up. And I know that doesn't always sit well with fan bases when they're like, how could you get rid of player XYZ? Are you realizing what you're sending out the door? It's like, sometimes that's what you have to do. I use this example a lot, but like, do you think, go back and look at how Red Sox fans felt about Nomar Garciaparra walking out the door in 2004, and then look at how 2004 ended. Sometimes you just have to make moves that make other things, other facets of your lineup, of your roster work better, even though maybe sending a single guy out on paper doesn't seem like the right move. So I'm all for the Mets taking that stance. I've said my piece on the Mets before, but I'm a big fan of that stance.
We talk about I like when teams take care of up the middle, right? So like fluky injury from Alvarez behind the dish last year. Got to assume he's going to play more games and be more impactful this year. Obviously Frankie Lindor's top 5 shortstop, like that's taken care of, and now you have Marcus Semien, who plays all the time, literally every day. I think he, went 1 or 2 IL stints last year, but other than that, like played every day. He just doesn't take time off. I get that he's 35. I get that like offensively he's declined, but like if you are going to follow up with a Kyle Tucker signing, or maybe bringing Pete back, or going and get other bats. Not to mention, people aren't remembering that Juan Soto's still there. Like, there's still plenty of juice in that lineup. And, like, why not try to figure out something that has been the issue, which is defense? Like, let's just go solve that. And I think it's more moves to come. And for the Rangers, it's one of those that I think could probably look really bad by the end of it. I like Brandon Nimmo. I like what he brings to the lineup now, but like it's one of those things. But by the end of this thing, when it's 2029, 2030, and it's like you're playing 70, 80 games a year and we're having issues, and it's below average left field defense. It's like, I don't know. They're a weird team. I can't figure the Rangers out.
Yeah,
like,
but
they
if
just randomly won 90 games and won a World Series, and then like every other year around that 10-year range, you've been like cheeks. Like, what is that? Who are they?
If you take the optimistic route, though, it could be one of those deals that ends up on the other side of it. Yeah, even win-win maybe sounds strong, but it's like you could win-win-win. We all win. No, it could be one of those deals where you look at it and go, maybe it wasn't as much of a slam dunk win-win, but it worked out for both teams. Like, it wasn't like you weren't getting perennial all-stars on the back ends of the contracts, but you got serviceable guys who ended up posting. And that, again, that's if you take the optimistic route, if Nimmo is able to string together a few seasons where he can post. But like I said, kind of shocked me, especially this early. But
it's just a tough thing that, like, if Semien doesn't show up and do his thing, like it, and if he has the same offensive year he had last year,
I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't. I think, to your point, you're shoring up the middle of the field a little bit, and the other thing too is you're recouping some of next year's payroll to go out and make more moves, because, like you said, I don't think either team is necessarily done. And the Mets, I think, are netting like what are they, like 20? What did they net? Like 25, give or take? Because I think I saw that the Mets
overall
shipped in like another 5. Yeah, it's about
over
that.
the length of the rest of the contract, or just next year.
I think in total. I think in total, yeah.
I think it knocks like $1 million off each year, because it's just 5. They sent $5 million over, so it essentially just knocks $1 million off, which puts Nimmo under $20 million.
Yeah. So we'll see what the Mets have proven they're not really all that concerned about trying to save a penny here or there as much recently, but we'll see what happens. But
it can't be their A move of the offseason. That's all I'm going to say.
No, and I don't think it will be.
Just for the record on Nimmo, 151 games at least the last 4 years. So those injuries are kind of there's some things that I've heard are nagging, but he's still playing.
Yeah, he plays through it, which almost makes you wonder, like, is that worse? Like, would I rather you take a couple weeks off so you can get back to healthy? Like,
there are certain guys
There's a
where
reason you said sprint speed's going down. Defense is going down. Like, that stuff falling to me, if that is the aspect of your game, that's scary. I know he had like a random 30 home run year. Maybe
this
is last year? Or was the year before?
No, this last year was his top 25. That was his career high.
25.
This year, 2025.
Yeah. This isn't a slight towards Nimmo. This is just a general comment. But there are certain guys in the league, general comment. There's certain guys in the league where even you would take them over anybody else, even at 80%. Is Brandon Nimmo the kind of guy where he's going to get moving forward? He's going to give you the output that would still be more serviceable than the guy behind him on the depth chart if it means him playing. Like, I mean, he's been pretty solid for the Mets, but if these things continue to nag, continue to linger, it's only going to get worse. He's not getting any younger, so
yeah,
we shall see.
Truth. None of us
we also shall see what moves the Red Sox have left in the chamber after this trade for Sonny Gray. There's people, I'm not going to say who. There's people out there that think that he would be fine as a number 2. They may even be on this stream. It's hard to say. I don't know. I don't like naming names, but just know that there's someone out there or multiple people out there that think that he would be a fine number 2. I disagree because, as much as I love a particular team in Pittsburgh,
Go Pirates!
I think there's different standards when it comes to a team like the Boston Red Sox and a team like the Pirates.
Go Pirates!
We're talking about a number 2 in Boston. A number 2 in Boston is a number 1 in Pittsburgh. Forget Paul Skeens. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
relax.
Bad example.
Relax. Just on paper, traditionally. I mean, who are we kidding? Skeens
Look at that staff.
Skeens isn't going to be there in how many years? So this example will hold up in like 5 years. I think he is better positioned on the back half of that rotation. I think optimistically, I would like to think that the Red Sox still have a move yet to make. There are plenty, or I don't know if plenty is the right word, but there are multiple free agent arms out there worth pursuing. I know they've continued to express interest in a guy like Joe Ryan. They were interested in that at the deadline. Who's really to say what that market looks like now that we're in the off season. I know I've heard Framber Valdez's name thrown out there, which after what we learned this year, not interested. But all in all, though, I like the move as rotation depth. This is a guy that can make meaningful, impactful starts for you moving forward. And frankly, I don't think you had to give up all that much, and especially since the Cardinals are kicking back, what was it, $20 million to really offset this. You're not bringing on the full $40 million, so I like the move. The only thing I will say, Nate, and
where's your hesitation? Get into that.
You can speak to this. Is what Sonny Gray can do in a bigger market. That's the only thing that I'm hesitant / leery about.
Well, maybe I'll help you out a little bit because I think there was a philosophy issue in New York. I know that there was obviously the added pressure of being in that market, but there was also that some pitchers just don't buy into the philosophy, and they have a very specific pitching philosophy that didn't really seem to gel that well. And he openly talked about, like, I don't want to throw my changeup that often. And then, you know what I mean? Like, there was comments made. So to me, I like the move. Like, I'm worried about the move. I guess that's what I should say. Like, as a Yankee fan,
I'm a Red
the
Sox
move
fan.
makes me worried. Ridiculous. The move makes me worried.
I'm a Red
Stop
Sox
it.
fan.
Stop it. The move makes me worried. So I think that should tell you all that you need to know, because the reality is like, he has kind of settled into who he is. He's figured out who he is and just put up some good numbers. Is he a true 2? I don't know. It's hard to say. But it's a good move. Cherry picking. It's ridiculous. I need to figure out how to make these freaking buttons. JB, help me.
Kyle, can I ask you this? Do the Red Sox still have Abreu, Duran, Anthony, Rafaela, Justinson Garcia? I mean, there's still moves to make. They've got 5 outfielders who could be starters in this league.
I'm hoping and praying, and it's nothing against Willie Abreu. But for some reason, I just haven't been able to like really get emotionally attached there. Like I've really grown into becoming a big Duran guy. You know, even with his on field, off the field things that he gets into at times.
He's got edge to him. I like it.
Well, sometimes maybe some would say it goes a little too far, but you know, all in all, I think he'll mature. But I still think, even as he gets older, assuming his speed is going to decline, I still think his skill set is of value. And I just think, like you were saying, Nate, the edge that he brings a little bit of attitude, which I think every team needs. And
there's a little Pedroia to him.
A little bit of dirt dog mentality to him. Yeah. And I always love that, but that would mean if he were to stay, which he apparently coming into the offseason, according to this, that, and the third outlets covering the most likely trade candidates, Duran was on just about everybody's top 10 list, which I wasn't thrilled about, considering my City Connect uni that I picked up this summer was in fact
an added wrinkle,
a 16. But because of that, it means that Willier would have to be presumably the guy to go.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, you got pieces. It's just is a team that just hasn't pulled trigger when everyone thought they would. So I'm interested to see how the rest of the offseason goes. But I mean, if you throw in a Mitch Keller or maybe Dylan Cease, I don't know if that's on the table. I don't know if that's in the rumors. But if you throw one of those guys in as your 2 and then Sonny Gray slides, like, I'm sure you'd be pretty thrilled with that rotation.
Would I be judged for saying that? Would I take Dylan Cease as a number 2? Absolutely. While also saying that Dylan Cease acquisition doesn't excite me as much as maybe it did. A year and a half ago.
Yeah, and JB brings up a good point, because like, I don't see the point of spending your, free agent money on pitching when you have all the pieces to just go make a move. And they've already made a move that did nothing to the pieces. Like, I don't even know, no disrespect, but like, I don't think those are impact players that got moved. Dick Fitz ain't going to be, hoisting up an MVP trophy at any point. So, like, no disrespect, but like,
I'm a Red Sox fan.
I think there's moves that could be made. You're going to piss me off with that real soon. We're 3 episodes into the offseason.
You better buckle up, buddy. No, I'm with you. I had no issue parting ways with old Dickie Fitz. But the other thing to keep in mind too is offloading Devers' contract plays into this. Like you do like I understand what you're saying about having the pieces, but you also like, again, you're the Boston Red Sox. You have no room to sit here and cry poor. You have no reason to sit here and play it conservatively. Now is the time to go. You're going to get Roman Anthony back healthy again. You're presumably going to sign, from what I'm hearing, you're presumably going to bring either Bregman back or you're going to bring a guy like Pete Alonso in. So, and you've got Crochet clicking on all cylinders, as we saw. You're already adding to the rotation. Like, now is the time to go. Now is not the time to play it safe, to play it conservatively. So I think you could, I still think there are moves to be made in both realms, both in the spending facet of things as well as the trade route.
Yeah.
That's just me.
It's another no trade clause that was waived too.
Correct. Yep. Which, I mean, why wouldn't you want to come to Boston, honestly? I mean, just a great city. A great town, really. Great place to play.
You're going to be chewing this guy alive by July.
No, honestly, and I say that given he's a back half of the rotation guy. If by July that is the role that he is in and has been serving for the previous however many months of the season, then I'll look at it accordingly. But if he comes in and he is in fact the number 2 for whatever reason, then yeah, I'm gonna have some issues, and it's not necessarily gonna be his fault either.
Over 180 innings, 2 of his last 3 years.
Yeah, he eats them up. He eats them up, which I love. Some good old fashioned innings eater. Any other thoughts on that before we get into, we got some DMs here?
Got to assume the Cardinals just keep moving people. Another big one over at third that's got to go. I'm sure they're not done.
A lot of teams calling on Donovan too.
Yeah, Brendan Donovan's a dude.
Just glad to see that Heim Bloom and his former club are on working terms. So might be more there. Who knows? DMs. Greg wants to know. Well, he qualifies it with longtime listener here.
Thank you, Greg.
Greg asks, do the Braves return to prominence next season?
I'm more in the camp that last year was a little fluky. Lot of injuries, a lot of bad luck. I mean, saw Spencer Strider just kind of implode almost. You got to wonder if he like fully regained his strength and health, and so a full off season with him, and just kind of letting some guys come back and do his thing. There's pressure. I'm going to say there's more pressure on an Austin Riley, a Matty O, that they need to start becoming who they were paid and brought in to be.
You've been preaching that for, I feel like, the last 2 years at least. Like Austin Riley, you gotta.
That's kind of baffling to me. It's very odd. They got the NL Rookie of the Year, though, So a little something there. Maybe they move on from Ozzie Albies. Curious to see what happens, of maybe filling in the DH role, or do they, Ozuna kind of just like blockades the DH. And so maybe they utilize this to allow some more flexibility with their lineup day to day. And I don't know. I thought last year was a fluke. I don't think they're that. I'm not going to sit here and come back and win 90 plus games. I don't know. But I don't think they're that. On the fence answer. How's
the
that?
Lineup's still there though.
The lineup's still there. You still have
And you got Sean Murphy
MVP
back.
candidate. Yeah, I think they're done. I think the Sean Murphy thing is done. It's got to be, right?
Hold on. Roll out of bed. Who?
Acuna.
Oh, yeah.
Go get a shortstop. Like, dear Lord. What? Get that done.
I still stand by my take last offseason. The will or was it? Time is a joke to me right now. Was it last offseason that I made the Willy Adames prediction? Was this his first year in San Fran? Yeah. I thought that would have been a great fit.
Yeah, go get a freaking shortstop. Stop messing around.
You wouldn't have had to break the bank for that comparatively to other shortstops around the league. Like that, I just feel like that would have been a
Anthony Volpe's up for sale if you're interested.
I'm good. Anywho's next on the list.
Take these buttons away from you.
Do you disagree?
No. Moving on.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't think you've once defended Anthony Volpe.
Can't. Good kid.
Great kid. I'm sure. Sure. Big Yankee fan growing up. In case you didn't know.
Didn't know that.
It was crazy. Nobody ever talks about it. I wish they would. It'd be more of a story.
Yeah.
He actually met Derek Jeter growing up too.
Didn't know that either.
It's insane.
Is he Italian?
What a small world. Yeah, he was actually at the World Series parade back in 2009. It's insane.
Didn't know that. Yeah.
It's insane. Anywho's, Murray wants to know, on the topic of food, going back to food, Murray, our guy, wants to know one non-home cooked last meal, drink, and dessert.
Non-home cooked?
Yeah, because I mean, it's a little dark,
like
but
nostalgia-wise, you're like, I want mom's this or dad's this.
Right, and it's a little dark, but the premise is always, well, you're on death row. What's your like? We'll slide that to the side. Let's just say.
But he's specifically saying drink and
dessert. So basically, the full slate: your meal, your drink, your dessert.
You go. I don't know if you're probably quicker on the draw with this.
Home cooked.
If you say cookout, I'm going to kick you in your shin.
Well, dessert is in play here. Ugh. Also, we got to go to a different cookout. The one we went, right? The one I took you to barely passes as a cookout.
It was okay.
It's a Northern Virginia cookout is not a cookout. No disrespect.
All right, guy. Let's lock in here. Full non-home cooked meal, correct?
Meal,
out of the
drink,
house.
Dessert.
An appetizer or?
It just says meal, drink, dessert. I mean, you can throw an app in there if you want, but it sounds like you're already having a hard enough time with the entree.
The drink is absolutely 100% a Dr. Pepper. That could be the last thing I ever want to taste in general. So Dr. Pepper for sure. Dessert.
I can make a note and I'll just pass it along to the medical staff should you go before me to just hook the IV up to what are those called? Like the fountain machines?
Yeah.
Nothing
crispy.
With DP.
Crispy Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pep.
Drink, food, I don't know. But dessert, I'm going to say probably an unpopular choice here. Because I've had a lot of good desserts. But if it can't be home cooked, I'd like to have a chipwich. Those are unbelievable. I could have one a day. I could have a chipwich one a day. JB, you know what that is? They talk about that in Ohio. Ice cream cookie sandwich.
Oh.
But it's got to be the one that's rolled with all the chocolate chips all the way around. Don't hit me with just plain vanilla. I need chocolate chips in every bite.
My dessert, I might
shout
go.
Out Scoop Wells, by the way.
Oh, shout them out, man.
They closed doors, but hey, served an important role.
So they're like you told me they're like done.
Done.
That's maybe we don't even tell them. Maybe we just bring them on as like an unofficial, like a sponsor, and And people are like, oh,
Try
that's
to
sick.
resurgent. Yeah.
That's sick. You're sponsored by this ice cream shop. And they're like, yeah, don't look into it though.
Don't.
But they're so
like
solid.
The 404 error thing when you look up their website. No disrespect.
Man, looks like I got to have a Chipwich.
Told you.
Yeah, they're insane.
Unbelievable.
They're insane.
They're perfect.
I think my dessert would if I put more time into this, I'd probably come up with a different answer. But honestly, what's coming to mind right now, and I could have one of these just about every day, is a piece of New York style cheesecake.
I was thinking of along those realms. Do you have a specific place?
Honestly, no. I'm not a cheesecake snob as long as it's not like super hardcore ricotta. I mean, I know like
seen the way they're made, they're insane.
I don't like to ask questions.
It's so weird.
I was
liquid.
I was older than I would like to admit when I found out that cheesecake is actually made with
cheese.
Well, cream cheese, right? There, like cream cheese is in play there.
I think a little, but not.
Yeah. I just didn't want to ask questions.
I mean, it's not like sharp cheddar or anything.
No, it was like that Andy Dwyer.
That.
It was that Andy Dwyer line where he was like, "I'm at this point, I don't know, and I'm too afraid. I'm just too afraid to ask." That's kind of how it was with cheesecake. But
do you like any of the drizzle on top?
Sure,
like
yeah.
The fruit
raspberry,
drizzle?
strawberry, chocolate, caramel, whatever.
Is your drink just? I'm assuming just straight up Coca-Cola.
I probably go, yeah, with the perfect carbonation, meaning a lot of carbonation.
Need a lot. Are you a Mexican Coke guy?
Oh yeah,
that cane sugar is unbeatable.
My in-laws, they I mean, I'm sure they enjoy them for themselves, but they hook it up. They're like, "Hey,
nice.
we got you your glass bottles downstairs in the fridge."
That's nice.
Because they just know.
Just know.
That'd probably be my beverage. Either that or cherry Coke, but one of the two. And then entree.
Meal-wise, I mean, I've got too many answers. I could take you through my day, like if it was my last day, how I would map it out.
We've done this before, like many moons ago. I feel like I remember having this conversation of like what the breakfast, lunch, and dinner would be. It's kind of a again, if I spent more time thinking about it, I'd probably come up with something different. But one that comes to mind is a Five Guys bacon cheeseburger.
Really?
Yeah, and like people probably thinking through this like
you're dying. It's your list. You do you.
Exactly. But the other thing too is like people probably hear this and go, well, wouldn't you want to go to like the most expensive steak? It's like, no, I'm a simple creature.
I prefer my steak over restaurant steak most of the time.
Right. I'm okay with a nice quality bacon cheeseburger. I don't need a whole bunch of fancy stuff. In fact, I would probably prefer a bacon cheeseburger to a lot of your all's fancy foods.
You're not a big steak guy either, so that's well documented.
I will eat steak, but it's not the first thing I'm getting when I sit down at a restaurant. Mm-hmm. Unless I'm at a steakhouse, then the conversation's different. I don't know why. I don't know what the slander is for. I have my steaks medium well. I don't know what the issue is.
Sure.
Do you not believe me? Do you want me to go and take a picture?
Things where it's like it's medium well, and you're like secretly hoping it comes out more well than medium.
No, in fact, I hope it comes out more pink. I think than medium well, but I don't want to take the step of actually asking for medium. You know what I mean?
Why?
It's because then you run the risk of pushing the envelope to the next stage, and I'm comfortable with where I'm at.
Where are you ordering these steaks? Is this like a Texas Roadhouse situation, or is this like a...
Oh, no, dude. I'm 32, and I will proudly admit that I get the chicken critters at Texas Roadhouse so fast. So fast.
I don't hate the play.
The chicken critters the name alone is top shelf, but then you throw in the honey mustard...
Yeah,
I'll be 60 getting chicken critters.
I've heard this hack that you get the like the boneless wings there, and then you just have the rolls. You just cut open the rolls, pop one of those boneless wings in.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had boneless wings there. Or are you talking about the chicken critters?
How big are the critters? Are they the
They're
long
just like
ones?
tenders, yeah.
No, I think these are actual like
I don't know that I
boneless wings.
I knew
which
that.
are just nuggets, by the way, people.
Oh, agreed.
Tossed in sauce. That's a hill I'll die on. Look, I'll just run through it real quick. New York bagel to start my day. Joe's Pizza for lunch. I don't know, guy. Dinner's tough. Look, I'll be honest with you. If you're gonna throw out Five Guys, I'll throw Shake Shack out there as a potential for me. The burger from Shake Shack is,
which is crazy because like the trips that we've gone on, I'm outside of you taking me to when we were in Denver for the Rockies Sox game way back when, we haven't made a stop at Shake Shack. I don't think.
I know we should. We need to change things up a little.
For the record, I guess I'll officially submit my Five Guys bacon cheeseburger, but like I said, I don't feel great about that pick. There's probably something I'm just completely missing.
Yeah, I agree. This is an on the spot question. We'll map that out a little more.
We'll dive into that.
Is that it on the DMs? That's how we.
Yeah, just a couple. I knew we were going to go long on that, so I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't want to. Because I knew we also had trivia to wrap things up. Josh, what do you got for us on the trivia? Josh in the corner.
Yeah, first off,
can we get it? I want to get a shirt made for Josh. Josh in the corner. That can be his on screen.
Maybe like a neon light hang up in the background.
Yeah. By the way, I will go cheeseburger or steak. Either one.
Specifically, where though? You
And
can't
how do you
just.
order
Do I
your
have
steak?
to?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, the burger is. I don't know. I like I could go for Five Guys. I could go a lot of places. Something like that though, like a smash burger type. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Smash burger way overrated, by the way.
No.
It's. I mean, okay. So
not the concept.
When I say
the restaurant
when I say
specifically.
smash burger, like
the place.
Yeah.
Way overrated.
Yeah. Not
oh,
the
that's
concept.
not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about
The
that
place
type of
called
burger.
the
Which
style.
Five
The
Guys
style.
is that style too. Really?
They're a little smashy.
Yeah, they're
A
smashed.
little bit.
Well, we're not doing the onions and all that. Like I'm just
Sure.
saying, I want double cheeseburger, bacon, all that, or an Outback steak. I like Outback. Dessert, BJ's Snickerdoodle Pizookie.
Pizookie. That's
I want my baby
good
back,
dessert.
baby back. I want my baby back.
That's Chili's.
Chili's.
That's
Oh yeah,
Chili's,
that's
guy.
Chili's.
Yeah,
I was thinking bloomin' onion. I was thinking bloomin'
which is Outback. And we're going BJ's.
Yeah.
BJ's for the dessert. Snickerdoodle, only seasonal, but that's the one. That's the one.
I love me a good Pizookie.
And I'll have a root beer.
Look at us covering all the dark
Actually,
sodas.
no, I can't in good faith go with New York style cheesecake. I'm gonna have to go. I gotta go Cookout Shake. I mean, that's
There it
like
is.
that's just
There it is.
my.
It was eating him up.
It really was. It just didn't feel like me. I'm like New York style cheese. I mean, I love it, but come on, that's
Yeah.
not gonna be my last dessert. Who am I kidding? Anyways,
What are you adding in?
what do you mean?
Well, you choose the toppings there, don't
Oh, for the yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can. A lot of people don't know this, but you can double up, triple up, even I think quadruple up on toppings there that they mix in.
Mm-hmm.
So I get like the one I usually get when I go to the beach with the in-laws. I usually start off beach week with a Oreo M&M shake. Very solid, very solid.
Oreo and M&M.
Yep,
Is it a standard M&M? Is it a mini M&M?
mini.
Those hit different. I don't care
I
what people say.
think. Well, it's all chopped up, honestly, so it's hard to say. but
Yeah, sure.
I want to say they're mini, but
Sure.
if not that, chocolate chip cheesecake flavor. That's the best of both worlds, actually. So maybe that might be my move. Anyway,
Stay on the
nice.
cheesecake. Yeah.
I could get some peanut butter situation going in my dessert. I would need peanut butter at some point that day. Sorry, we're out of time.
we're out of time. It's time for trivia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so keeping it on the food thing a little bit, I'm a little bit upset that neither of you mentioned that the trade between the Mets and the Rangers was tater for sauce. The Nimmo's nickname is Tater, Semion's nickname is Sauce, and it's just too good to ignore.
But
It has
I
to
don't
be
think I
said.
knew that.
It has to be said.
I think there's a reason you didn't know that, Nate. Are we missing, like, are we just completely oblivious, or is this just one of those like nicknames that Baseball Reference has, but nobody actually calls it? Because I'm seeing more and more of that.
Yes,
across
they are
baseball.
known, but they also are Baseball Reference official. Kind of like the relationship status back in the day, Facebook official.
Right.
You got it on Baseball Reference, it's going to count. Semien actually is listed Mockus, Sauce, or Semi, and Nimmo is Nims or Tater.
I don't get the Tater thing.
I don't get it. Perfect example, Rafael Devers, his nickname, and the Giants are pushing this real hard, I think, because they just wanted to stick out from like what the Red Sox went with. But his nickname on Baseball Reference is Carita. And I'm like, nobody calls him that. Nobody in Boston for the entirety of his career there called him that.
What is that? Is that like an anime thing?
No, it's I don't know what it means in Spanish. It's like little something.
Little face.
It's maybe like a baby face thing.
Yeah.
Spanish word for little face.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mystery solved.
Yeah, a little baby face. That adds up.
So
but yeah.
let's keep it going here with the trivia here, because I wanted to keep it on brand here. You got Sonny Gray, Semien-Brandon Nimmo, all three drafted in 2011. So a little draft trivia here. Okay.
Vanderbilt for Sonny Gray.
Yes, you're right. Vanderbilt for Sonny Gray. So round 1, pick 13, Mets got Brandon Nimmo out of East High School, Cheyenne, Wyoming. Pick 18, the A's got Sonny Gray out of Vanderbilt. Round 6, pick 20, 201 overall. White Sox got Sauce out of UC Berkeley. From that draft class, Semien has the 3rd highest WAR, 49.2 WAR. Sonny Gray, 8th highest, 33.8. Brandon Nimmo rounds out the top 10, 26.1. The trivia is there are 14 players from that draft with over 20 career WAR, which is actually kind of crazy. How many can you name? And then while you're thinking, and then we'll see. Yes, there are 14 players with over 20 career WAR. Just think of the age. The age a little bit. Nimmo a little bit younger because drafted out of high school. There's a couple of those in there. And we'll do hints to keep it moving. But while you're thinking, I had to go back to 2018 to find a trade where there were 2 players who were making over $20 million who were traded for each other.
What
December 2018, the Cleveland Indians sent Yandy Diaz and Cole Sulser to the Rays, and Edwin Encarnacion, the 20 million guy, and a pick to the Mariners. Rays sent cash to the Mariners, Jake Bowers to the Indians. Mariners sent Carlos Santana, who was making 20.3 in 2019. So that was like clear back there to see. Now that was like a 3-team trade, so a little bit weird on that one. The year before that was the Braves and Dodgers trade where Matt Kemp was traded back to the Dodgers. Adrian Gonzalez, Culberson, Kazmir, McCarthy, and then remember the Braves just released Adrian Gonzalez and paid him $22 million to play for the Mets, actually. So
that's a lot of money moving
back and forth too. Typically, and Kyle, you talked about this earlier, where it's big money for a bunch of prospects anymore. It's rare to see major league for major league trades. Hopefully that's a thing we see more of.
Yeah.
I do like that. All right, so back to the 2011 draft class.
I've got a guess.
Yeah.
Although 20 WAR seems a little steep. And frankly, I've been so checked out of this individual's career for years at this point.
Okay.
No disrespect, but maybe maybe he got it. He could be so far off. Can I throw Chris Bryant into the ring?
Ooh, Chris Bryant. That is interesting to think.
Was he in that class?
So that's what I'm looking for. There. He was not in the 2011 class.
Was he not? What class was he in?
Let's.
I thought I had a pretty good pull there.
Yeah,
it's got to be plus or minus.
Be close.
Like a year.
2013.
2 years.
Okay,
You lose.
2 years. All right, big guy. Let's see who you throw out.
Over 20 WAR. I feel like we got to think it's
one of them no longer in baseball.
This is pre.
The rest are still active.
Yes, although one of them it is kind of pseudo active, and you'll know when we get to him. You've had a lot of content around this guy.
This is pre-Harper draft, by the way. Harper was what, 2012?
Stay with that team, and you'll know exactly who I just referenced. What that I said is pseudo active.
Right, but Harper was 2012 draft, I believe. Or no, he was 2011 because he was rookie of the year.
Well,
He's not.
He
was 2010.
He got his GED early. He's my age, but he got his GED early.
Yeah, 2010.
Rookie of the year, 2012.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me like a Jock Peterson. I don't know if he's got 20 WAR though.
Yeah. I don't see him. He's not there. But I'm looking up to see when he was drafted. 2010 as well.
Maybe we should revise the trivia to just be if we can name one player
You can
drafted.
name one player drafted into. So think back at your Bryce Harper take, and I said same team and a guy who is active but not really active. And think of that team.
We suck at
I
this.
give you these hints, and it's like I give you these hints thinking that it's going to help, but I'm looking at the name. It's way easy to make a suggestion when you're looking at the name.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So there's a couple of these guys in the really top 10 that either play for your guys' teams or have played for your guys' teams.
Our teams, our favorite team.
Yes, your favorite, like you two specifically. We have one of the posts. Chris Sale not on there. We have one of the postseason heroes.
I felt great about my Chris Bryant pick.
If Chris Sale's 2010 again, he is. Okay, so you guys are just 1 year off. You're 1 year off.
That one. Oh man.
Whatever you were doing in 2010, just put yourself in the next year.
Nah, this DeGrom feels later than that.
Yeah.
Can't name anybody.
Anthony Rendon.
DeGrom is 2010. There's
Rendon.
your guy.
Dude.
There's your pseudo-active guy, Anthony
Boom.
Rendon.
Rice
34,
University.
34.2 WAR. Great bonus points on the Rice University.
See, I can name colleges.
Yeah, that's the seventh best. So there's another guy who's currently on the Red Sox, another one who used to be on the Red Sox, and one who is
on the Red Sox.
that, and the other one,
Trevor Story.
the one. There you go. There's one. Trevor Story, 34.9. He's number 6. Nate, nice. One you and I have in common. 1-1, 2011. That was a dead giveaway. You and I have in common. My team drafted him.
IKF.
Garrett Cole.
Garrett Cole, 4 on the list, 42.6.
Yankee legend, IKF.
So we traded Garrett Cole. The number 1 on this list was drafted in the 5th round out of high school. Kyle's team traded him away.
Anthony Rizzo.
No.
There's chaos going outside.
Like we can hear that right now.
There's chaos on this trivia question right now.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
just won the World Series, this guy.
Who just won the World Series?
Actually, 2 guys on this list just won the World Series.
Come on, get with the program.
Can't.
And one of the guys, the 5th overall, just lost it.
Freddie Freeman.
Nope.
Idiot.
But the other guy.
This is tough.
Clayton Kershaw.
No.
What?
He's too old. He's too old. He's older than that.
I wouldn't say.
Are we done here? We're looking for.
I just want to figure out these World Series participants.
Okay.
And then
okay.
I
will
think
say
I'm
the
tapped.
number 2 guy is Francisco Lindor. That one was a little tricky because I wouldn't have guessed he was drafted in the.
Jose Ramirez.
No. I think he was an international player.
Oh, yeah, duh. World Series.
Yeah, he was international.
Kevin Gausman.
No, I mean like way better than that. Like we're talking we're talking top 5 in WAR here.
No, I'm talking about you said lost the World Series. That's why I went Gausman.
I thought he said won the World Series.
The guy who
he said
the guy who lost
2-1.
the World Series was on the team who lost the World Series is number 5
Oh,
George
Springer.
So we're talking George Springer. There you go.
I'm doing better than you.
So I'll give you another one who's in the top 10.
Can we
number
crunch the
9's
numbers on Chris Bryant? I'm pretty sure Chris Bryant's an answer here.
I looked him up. What was it was 2013 or something like that.
not even
I know,
close.
but just crunch them.
Oh, yeah, 27.4.
Crunch 'em.
So he'd be on the list. Actually, just above Nimmo. Exact same. This is actually funny. Exact same WAR as Chris Bryant is number 9 on the list. Javi Baez. That's another one that I wouldn't think would be easy because I would have just thought
El
international out of Puerto Rico. El Mago.
All right, let's get the Dodgers and then
Yeah,
we've
got
what am I
we've got
missing?
2 Dodgers on this list. Both out of high school.
Max Muncy.
Nope. I mean, you're missing like the guy.
Mookie Betts.
There you go.
Yes.
75.2 WAR already for that dude.
Put him
What
in
a-
the hall now.
what a
Jeez
G.
Louise. That's
What a-
20 better than Lindor, who's number 2 on this list.
What a G.
The other one is Blake
another
Snell.
Dodger.
The other is Blake Snell.
Wow, we didn't even get a chance to guess it.
Yeah,
No.
well, I mean,
Loser.
I don't know how long we were
losers.
going to
We
go.
suck
There's a
at
lot of
trivia.
really good players in that draft class, though.
This is less about trivia and more of just an educational opportunity for Nate and I.
It might
like
be.
this, which I'm totally
Definitely.
okay with. I'm totally okay with. Now we know.
Definitely.
I will never forget moving forward that Chris Bryant was not in the draft class of 2011.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Austin Hedges 0.1 WAR out of that draft class. That is 145 players from that draft class with at least 0.1 WAR.
Yikes.
Is that a lot, do you think? That seems like a lot
A lot
of
people
major leaguers.
or war.
Well, just like a lot of major leaguers out of one draft class.
It's more war than me.
Because we're even talking like there's several guys on this list who have negative WAR too, who've made it to the major leagues. But just to say, like, you're at least average. That's a lot of guys.
Youth baseball's changed, man.
Trevor Bauer in that draft as well.
Ew. Awkward. Didn't I hear that the awards this year were all college players? Like every award this year was a guy who went to college? I think I heard that somewhere.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I heard today
maybe.
that LeBron James, if he misses 4 more games, is in danger of missing out on player awards because the NBA has, I believe, a 65 games played minimum for awards. And then I started thinking, do we have something for that for baseball? I mean, I know you've got like qualifying thresholds and all that, but that's more for like statistical categories, counting stats, things like that. But do we have something? Do we have a minimum for?
Yeah, I would think like a
Major
batting
awards?
title. You would have a minimum because it would have to be qualified. So a batting
But
title,
I'm talking like major,
An MVP is more
major awards.
subjective, right?
I don't know that we do.
It's just voting, right? So you could vote for who you want.
Yeah,
It's in the BBWAA's hands.
interesting.
As broken as our system is, it's still better than the other sports.
Love it.
So
And we'll end with that. Good stuff tonight, gents. This was fun. Folks, hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. Hope this provides you a little bit of entertainment. Honestly, we love all of you guys, but I mentioned it earlier off the top. This episode is dedicated to the folks that just need to get away from the chatter at the dinner table and just need to take a breather, go out back, cool off a little bit, enjoy a beverage, and maybe just throw the pot on. Because as an introvert myself, I get it. Sometimes you just need to step away.
Put the pot on during Thanksgiving.
Honestly, yeah. Honestly, if you're trying to avoid the politics conversation and all that, just throw the pot on the Bluetooth speaker.
We're here for that.
And just let it eat. Pun intended. But gents, hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Our listeners, our
JB,
viewers.
enjoy your noodles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crazy.
Hope you all enjoy it. We are thankful for you. We are thankful for the listeners, the viewers, and we hope you have a great holiday and a great holiday weekend. And that'll do it for me.
Read the hat. Check out the shop. Don't go chasing curveballs.
We love you all, and as always, looking forward to talking more baseball with you guys soon. Until next time, stay filthy.